Hello, this is James. I got some comments asking about a farming deck for Master Rank that does not use Raw because I guess there's some new players that started after December when the Raw event happened. So here it is. I call it Corpse Gambler, which if it's not the name of a band, it soon will be. For Corpse Gambler, your win condition is Dark Necrofear followed by Final Destiny. Final Destiny, you blow up all the cards, and then you special summon your Dark Necrofear from all of your Karibos that you've summoned. And usually this is followed by using Last Gamble. And for those that don't happen to know, Last Gamble says, can be used in your main phase starting from the 5th turn, which is easy to get to in tag duels. Upon activation, reduces your LP to 100 and discards 2 cards from your hand. You can roll a die and draw that number of cards. This skill can only be used once per turn. Alright, so you roll a die 1 through 6, and you can draw cards 1, 2, or 3, or 4, or 5, or 6. So expect a 3. The expected value is 3.5, so just go on the low side and get a 3. Figure for a 3. So the magic number is 6, and there's a reason I'm doing this. You have 6 cards in your hand, then you play, and two of them are Necrofear and Final Destiny, and 4 of them are whatever, right? Then you discard 2 for Last Gamble, you get 3, so that's 5. Now you have 5 cards you can just discard, and so you can activate Final Destiny and give them your Necrofinger. The other random cards are card draw neutral mimics. So when they get destroyed, you draw a card, and then you have fodder for your Necrofear. The Lava Golem is another fiend fodder for Necrofear, but more, you don't use it as a Lava Golem. Like, you don't put it on the opponent's monsters. It's just another body to get drawn for Doom Dog Octhros. And you'll need these event Karibos. I thought you could do like a cool combo where after you summon Necrofear and only had 100 life points, your opponent would destroy it, but then you wouldn't lose because you would play the Karibo, and then Necrofear's effect is that you can take over the monster that killed it, basically. But that never happened, and I thought it would be cool. Backup squad to draw cards usually results in Kaiba drawing cards, which is not a bad thing because this deck relies on Kaiba at least doing average for 2 or 3 turns while you get your 6 cards together. And the last piece of advice I would give is just go for it. If you feel like Kaiba's just gonna win or you guys are gonna lose, just Last Gamble. Roll the clips. First duelists are the girls. Well, I still haven't learned their names. This deck really does best against the girls and Joey and Mai, as long as Kaiba gets some strong monsters out. He does well against Joey and Mai. And then whatchamacallit, Pegasus and Sun generally doesn't work because even if you blow up Relinquish, they can get it back with fulfillment of the contract. So basically, whether or not they get or have fulfillment of the contract is whether or not you'll win against Pegasus and Sun. Do not use this against the Darkness Brothers, and I didn't get a chance because they have the Shadow Game life point killing ability, and I didn't get a chance to test it against Yugi, but it would probably work against Yugi because he only has pretty much like just normal spellcasters. Like he's really no worse than Joey and Mai are. Anyway, the girls, they get out their big heavy, and it's partner's turn. Partner is going to play Megamorph. I didn't realize that Kaiba had Megamorph because I'd just been doing this with Ra, and he had never had occasion to play it because we always had more life points until, you know, the final turn. But, you know, the good thing about this deck is you can just shed life points and it doesn't really matter. Crystal Seer. See, there's that fulfillment of the contract. It's so good for the AIs, but it's terrible in real decks. I'm not certain why. And it's good, and it's great in this format because you have tons of life points to spare. This is what I'm talking about. You just gotta go for it. If you feel like it's time to go for it, last gambage. There's our 3. And then we're just gonna blow up everything. And this one was kind of a fluke because we didn't get Necrofear out, but then they didn't have anything, and then Kaiba mops up. So this actually synergizes with Kaiba because you get Necrofear out, and then generally you've blown up their whole board. They don't have anything, and then he gets out Blue Eyes, and that's game over. 6K, but what can you do without a God card? Next clip. Oh, too late. Joey on Joey mirror match. A very decent starting hand. Spear Dragon shenanigans. Wonder why they didn't give him Mirage Dragon. Can anyone tell me where Mirage Dragon is actually from? I'm not super sure on that. So we're gonna play. Yeah. Do you want Doom Dog? Yeah, because we don't. If we draw out of our, and we're gonna kill this Amazoness because otherwise she's just gonna knock 900 points off the life points. We want to prioritize Doom Dog over just the mimics, because if there's no level 8 Fiend in the deck, Doom Dog is card negative instead of card neutral, whereas the mimics just pick up whatever. And do not, it's very tempting, but do not use the Lava Golem. Don't do it. And here it's looking bad because you're just giving him a big fat monster, and you don't want him to die by effect damage anyway. You want them to die by the rotting fist of your Dark Necrofear. I think it's time to go for it. Once again, see, we have Necrofear, but we don't have Final Destiny. But there's three cards. Like you can definitely draw in like 5. I am alive. Yeah, we're gonna blow up the whole board. Good stuff. Do not pick the Necrofear. Make sure you have enough Fiends, but you most likely will. And I was always hanging on to my event Kribos for that combo I talked about. If they got out, you know, a big monster, and then it attacked, and then I was able to not save the Necrofear, but save life points because you only have 100. And then Necrofear is able to take it over. I feel like if that actually worked, I would see it more. But maybe there's something specific in Necrofear's attacks, text that prevents it. Oh, I thought that was me for a second. Another 6K win. And here is just a challenge mission against the Paradox Brothers. I won this one too. We're 2 for 2 against the Paradox Brothers. Maybe they're just easier than the game is kind of like setting them up to be. You know, because their special ability is to play whatchamacallit, the card that summons harmless little lamb tokens and also prevents you from playing a monster face up. They don't even have 3-star demotion, which sucks now. That used to basically 3-star demotion gave you a Paradox Brother skill, because in the event they would always, you know, spawn some random monster like Labyrinth Wall or Labyrinth Tank, and so now you're just spawning. You get to spawn a Sangha or Suijin or Kazujin, but most likely Sangha. I think for the next deck, I saw a creator. Good job, Kaiba. A creator Sangha transmogrify deck. So basically you 3-star demotion your Sangha, and you play transmodify, and then you summon a creator from your deck, and then you use creator's ability to special summon Sangha from the graveyard. And I didn't have any transmodifies, but this ranked season, all three rare tickets are going to be going towards that. Here I'm pulling a Joey, but it's so that cards can be I can draw cards. This time I forget, but that spell card will not work for Kaiba. And I wanted to, but I'll take one. That's fine. One is fine. Backup squad. Another Dark Mimic. Great. Of course, Kaiba chooses to attack. And here you needed. This is one thing I didn't know. I thought I lost it here. But when the Doom Dog activates on Kaiba's deck, because it's Kaiba's turn and not on anyone else's deck. I don't know why I thought it would be different. It's not yet time to just go for it, because we have plenty of shields, and I think their only big thing is the Sangha. Or maybe the game is just being nice because it's only the second time that I've met them. Now it's time to go for it. Yeah, baby. Discard these useless cards. Lava Golem, again, just a body to be picked up by Doomdog. 5, I am alive. Now let's commence with Necromancy. Necromancy and Explosive. So, drew 16 of my cards, no Necrofear. Do you want to know how we can get Necrofear? Use our normal summon for the Doomdog, then blow up everything, because Doomdog needs to go to the graveyard from the field, not from the hand. And there's our sweet rotting girl. Missed you, babe. I haven't played Necrofear in months. Damn. Nothing. You ain't got nothing. Prepare for the Blue Eyes Advent. So there it is. I think this is pretty good. This is pretty good put together. It could be tweaked to work on Pegasus. Definitely doesn't work on Darkness Brothers. Would probably work on Yugi. Just didn't manage to get that footage. And here we gotta check out the goodie bag, of course. I feel the thunder! Man, I have so many Cruels. I guess it's just a day for fiends. Thank you for watching.